And welcome back. We're following breaking news out of Nashville, where federal prosecutors have just unsealed an indictment against an Army sergeant who they say transmitted sensitive military information to a co-conspirator in China. NBC News investigative correspondent Tom Winters joins me now with more. So, Tom, what do we know? What's the latest here?
Well, Kristen, the FBI arrested Corbin Schultz, who's apparently a sergeant and a U.S. Army intelligence analyst this morning at Fort Campbell in Tennessee. The arrest is part of an ongoing investigation since June of 2022. And according to the indictment, Schultz has been stealing U.S. military secrets and providing it to a co-conspirator based in Hong Kong for approximately $42,000 in cash over that time period. The list of what he stole is fairly incredible, including and I'm just reading from the information we're getting as it's coming in, literally as I speak to you, Air Force tactics and techniques and procedures for the F-22 fighter aircraft. That's one of the most sophisticated military aircrafts anywhere on the planet. Talking about techniques and procedures for certain helicopters, as well as the U.S.'s capabilities and understandings of what would happen if China attacked Taiwan, the U.S.'s understanding of what that might look like from the Chinese side and what type of response could be there. Obviously, that could be potentially helpful to this co-conspirator based in China if he's sharing that information or, in fact, is a member of the Chinese government. For the Chinese government to understand what the U.S. thinks it will do would be obviously incredibly important. There's some other details and information in here as well, but he did possess obviously a clearance to access this information and appears to have been doing it all for cash. They don't explicitly say that he passed this along to the Chinese government, but we're still waiting for the 25-page indictment to be unsealed. So we only have a limited amount of information from the press release at this point. He's expected to appear later, either today or tomorrow, in a court in central Tennessee, so that's the Nashville region. This press conference called just several hours ago, presumably following this arrest. He was arrested on an indictment, meaning that this investigation's been going on for some time, and as I mentioned, was arrested at Fort Campbell. So more digging and information for us to gather. But, Kristen, I think taking a step back here and looking at this in totality, we've had a week of potentially really troubling information involving the U.S. military and its secrets. You remember earlier this week we had the sentencing for Jack Teixeira, the guilty plea of Jack Teixeira. He was arrested approximately a year ago with sharing top secret, some very serious secret information online on the online platform Discord, which authorities were able to track him down to that. We had another member of the U.S. military charged for sharing information over a dating app with somebody based in Ukraine, including what the U.S. was doing or knew about with respect to Ukraine military capabilities and our understanding of what's going on in the conflict there. And now you have more information, this time going to another potential U.S. adversary in China. And this information appears to have been quite sensitive and also has to do with export control items. So in other words, actual U.S. military technology and capability. So obviously a serious investigation led by the FBI's counterintelligence division and by the U.S. Army's counterintelligence division, and something we're going to continue to track here through the afternoon.
All right. Well, Tom, I know this is just breaking, and you gave us a really robust download, so we appreciate the great reporting. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.